Today we have report that we're going to expose a pastor in London who has impregnated more than 20 women, and this pastor has exploited a lot of people, especially people from Black community. Today you're going to hear firsthand from somebody who was there in that church for 5 years. Without wasting time, Dennis, can you kindly introduce yourself to my audience?
Yes, I'm Dennis Isaacs, an ex-member of the Kingdom Church. I was there for 5 years. Yeah, now I left and I'm free. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Where are you? Where you tell the audience, were you born? Where were you born? Are you Kenyan, or what's your background?
My background, I was born in London, central London, St. Giles to be exact. Jamaican background.
Okay. So how did you hear about this church?
I heard about this church online, plus I saw them on live TV. Plus they made these big false promises. In this church where members are healthy, wealthy and wise, you will be wealthy if you come to this church. Healing is a must, which never happened. Never happened for most.
So you went to the church the first time. Which year did you go to the church the first time?
I went to the church 2014. This was on a Wednesday, late October. On a Wednesday in the Woolworth Road, South London, when they had the church at Woolworth Road. I popped at McDonald's.
So what happened when you went to the church in 2014?
There was a deliverance service, and I met this pastor who left now. He said to me, "If you stay in this church, everything will come to pass in your life. Marriage, the whole 9 yards. Marriage, healing, deliverance. You'll be wealthy." Nah, which I never saw happen. I did everything which I never saw happened.
Okay. You said you saw a lot of things in this church which are ungodly. And you said, you mentioned the example of the Ugandan woman. Can you just tell the audience what happened with this Ugandan woman?
This a Ugandan woman, they begin with S. He prophesied to her, saying this was about 2016, saying, "This time next year, you will be married." He slapped her face and she fell down on the floor. This was on a Friday. She fell down, and a year later, and a couple of years later, he got her pregnant himself. The woman is past childbearing age, 50, a Ugandan. And a couple of years later, I saw this girl pregnant on Facebook, putting her hands up, ready to be healed, with a big belly. And I send this was in my old phone. I send a photo to my friend, an old member. Yeah.
So the pastor told this woman that he had spiritual revelation that the woman will be pregnant by this time next year.
Yeah.
And by that time next year, the pastor himself impregnated the woman.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And when the members of the church found that this woman is not pregnant, what did they say?
Yeah, some ex-members phoned me up and said, I found out, and an old friend rang me up and said, "Did you know so and so pregnant? So and so pregnant?" And I also met this old PA in what's this supermarket called, Morrison's in Oakett Road. And she told me she left. And she told me he's got 20 children. He's got 20 children. And she told me about his brother in Kenya. His brother in Kenya divorced his wife and married a church member. So they're not very good people at all. Not very good people. All his brothers are pastors in Kenya. Yeah.
So everybody in the church knew that this pastor was having sex with church members.
Yeah.
I have seen I've seen pictures of the pastor lying with a young girl they were lying together. This is the pastor and the young girl, and that young girl, from my investigation, that young girl is not the pastor's wife. So
no, it's not the pastor's wife. No.
Okay. So this pastor told you said people pay money to come and see this pastor.
Yep. Yeah. Special offer. A one-on-one service. One-on-one.
How much does he charge for one-on-one service?
He charged members 100, non-members 3, and international partners 600. That's what I remember when I was in the call center. Such a long time ago since I was there.
Okay. So you were working in the church, you were working in their call center.
Yeah. Collecting payments for prayer. Sometimes I didn't bother collect.
So hang on. Let the audience understand. So when people have problems, they want prayers, they will pay money to call the pastor's line for prayer.
They get prayed for first, and then we ask them to sow a seed. Yeah, some of the pastors in the call center lie. They said to the callers, "I can see in the spirit, you better sow 100. I can see the spirit of witchcraft, you better sow 1,000."
So hang on. When somebody has problem and approaches them, ask them for prayer, they will say, "Oh, I can see some revelation. You have
yeah.
Right?
So I know a woman who does that. A woman who's very good at it. An Ethiopian, the same person who ripped me off.
So hang on. So when they say you have a problem, there's some spirit in your village, some people in your family don't want you. That is psychology, right?
Yeah, that is, psychosis, spiritual psychosis, not from God.
So how much did you yourself pay to the pastor?
On one-on-one?
Yes.
100. To see him one-on-one, face-to-face, 100. I went to see him twice, 3 times, one-on-one, 2014, 15.
Okay. So when the pastor is charging you £100 to see him, did it ever occur to you that, hang on a minute, if this man is a man of God, why am I paying £100 to see him?
Yeah. That He said all your desires. He said all your desires will come to pass.
He told you that.
Yeah. That's what he told most members. Yeah.
Okay. So this pastor.
Yeah.
When this pastor was charging people all this money, a lot of people that were in this pastor's church, were they rich people or were they just people that were suffering and trying to get by in life?
People that suffering and try to get by in life, normal people, working class people.
Okay. This is the pastor's website where he sells spiritual oil, miracle oil, and he says that if you rub his oil, you will achieve financial breakthrough and everything. Did you buy any of this oil?
Yeah, I bought all his oil and tried them. They never work. Tried them over and over and over. Never work. Did a prayer, never work.
So you tried it?
Yeah, it never worked.
Okay.
When I tried his oil, life became dry. Then I wake up and said, hang on a minute. And the back of my mind said, I must leave this place.
Okay. So you went to the church the first time because you said you had injury and you've tried everything to for your injury to heal, and the injury didn't heal, and that was why you were looking for quick fix, right?
Yep, that's true. Correct.
Okay. So when you went to this is the pastor when he was convicted in London. He was convicted for fraud. So this man is now known as a fraudster, right?
He is a fraudster.
Okay. So when you went to the church the first time and this pastor told you that all your problem will be healed, your injury that you have, everything's going to be fine. When your injury didn't heal, did you continue there?
Did I continue there?
Yes.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did continue there.
You continued?
A few years later, continued because I had a fiance there. I was 1 foot in, plus I was visiting other churches. Sometimes he puts fear into you. If you visit other churches, you will be expelled. If you visit other churches, all the favors will leave your life. Your life will never be the same.
So he tells church members that if you visit other churches, all the favors will leave your life.
Yeah. He said, you mix the anointings if you visit other churches. Then one day in a leaders meeting, I thought this must be witchcraft. This don't sound too right.
Okay. So when you were in the church from between 2015, when did you leave the church, and what made you decide I want to leave?
Yeah, I was thinking of it, and until my old Bible teacher from Church of God of Prophecy, the oldest black church in Britain, my personal friend and Bible teacher, sent me a text. She said, God wants to take you away from whitewashed people. I can see things wrong there. I can see your pastor getting convicted. And a year later, he did. Get away from whitewashed people. They're unclean. They're rotten inside. They look good on the outside. And I took the text was in block capitals.
Okay.
And I took a look at that text and said, no, I'm not going back.
So when you left the church, did they try to get you to come back?
No, they never. No, they never.
They never.
Not even the ex-missus. No. When I left the church, I began to hear news about pregnancies, and this pastor sent me a text, ex-pastor. I don't see him again. He sent me a text. Did you know he's got so-and-so pregnant? A list of names.
So this pastor is married. Was his wife aware that he's gotten more than 20 women pregnant?
Must have been aware. I don't know. Might be aware. His wife, they sleep separate. He sleeps in London in the church. He has his own private bedroom. Church in Camwell on the 3rd floor. Yeah. While his wife sleeps in Edinburgh. One sleeps there. One sleeps in Edinburgh, Scotland. One sleeps in London. That's gave him the chance to do adultery with other women, sleep with other women.
Okay, so the pastor's full name is Climate Irogu, and some
Climate
people have said his name is it Climate Irugu?
Climate Irungu, yes.
Okay.
So all these prophets call himself Wiseman.
Oh, so Wiseman, because he goes by the name Climate Wiseman.
That's a title. That's a false name.
So that's a false name.
Yeah, the false name these pastors give themselves in those metaphysical cults.
Okay. So why do you think that despite the fact that this pastor has been exposed, this pastor has been found guilty in court, why do you think people are still believing this pastor? Because he's still there. He's still selling. Yeah. Why?
Yeah. He was banned from charity 15 years. Plus, he moved to Orpington, Kent, and opened up there under somebody's name. Many of the old members left. New members come in.
Because the man has been banned by the Charity Commission from ever being a director of any charity. But why do you think black people are still following this man?
Yeah, because they easily talked it. They easily it's love bombing. Oh, it's love bombing, like, oh, this church, you will be healed, delivered. Okay. Yeah. New people follow him.
Okay. So how do you feel now, looking back? How do you feel now that you've left the church? What do you think what's your advice for other people that are still there?
Yes. My advice of people who are still there, wake up and get out. Plus new members who want to go there, I would advise them, test their spirit, stay at home and read your Bible, or find a Bible believing church. Okay. Test the spirit.
So given what you know, if your sister or your cousin, a female, ask you that they want to go to the church, what would you say?
I would say no. It's a cult. It's a cult.
Okay.
It's a cult. That's what I would tell them. I tell them, no. It's a cult.
Okay.
It's trapped with witchcraft. Yeah.
Okay. So you've heard. I have seen pictures of Climate Irugu. A girl was lying on his chest in that picture. That is not his wife's picture. This man is exploiting the desperation of poor black people, exploiting them, scamming them, and also making our people to be lazy and not think for themselves. We must stop. Religion has been used to enslave our people, and we cannot allow this to continue. If you know anyone that attend Climate Irugu's church, you need to call them and tell them to need to pull back, because this man is nothing but a scammer. as he has been found guilty. He's a con man who is using the Bible to scam our people. Share this video with anyone that you know will benefit. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to